Aida Rodriguez is my guest today.
I'm happy.
We brought out the liquor to celebrate.
Salud.
We have to celebrate. First of all, you have a new special.
Netflix.
Hi, baby. First,
Hi, mommy.
Before we start promoting, how are you?
I'm good.
You look good.
How are you? You look good. How
Thank
you
you.
doing? You look happy.
I do.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You know, you can feel misery from a mile away. Like people, they'll smile, but they still, you can tell that they not.
No, I'm happy. I'm working too much. I got to work on that. I don't want to work so much anymore. I want to work a lot, but I want to work smarter and more efficiently so that I'm not like always. I feel like I'm always.
Are you a workaholic?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how much. You'll still do that no matter where.
No, I'm trying to get control of that.
Okay, I'm a workaholic too. I think a lot of Puerto Ricans.
Is that what it is?
Well,
I saw Jennifer Lopez the other day,
and
it was like a behind the scenes thing that she was doing from her show, and she said that she was, and it was a little thing that she mentioned, but I was like, oh, she got it too.
Yeah, she's a workaholic.
Where she said, like she's just never enough. Like she feels like everything she does is not enough. She's always trying to do more. And I was like, oh God, it's like a sickness. We all have it.
Yeah, I can imagine for her, like if they sign on to Instagram, because she's got like 80 million followers.
Yes.
Right? So if she goes to my page, she'll feel good. But then if she goes to Kim Kardashian's page, she's like, I gotta get to 120.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. There's always somebody.
Oh my god.
There's always somebody that's like that has something that you don't have.
Yeah.
Always.
Because if you're measuring yourself by other people, always.
Yeah.
But if you measure yourself by you 10 years ago, you can be all right.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think you just gotta run your own race.
I say that all the time. It's like my motto. It's like,
you remember Michael Phelps when he was doing that race? They were swimming. It was like his last, and that guy could have beat him, but he was so busy watching Michael Phelps that he couldn't make it. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
It was like he couldn't win. He could have won, but he didn't because he was watching his opponent as opposed to just swimming his own race.
Running your own race. I think I have a whole chapter in my book about running your own race. It's so true, man. But you got a lot of stuff going on. You got a new special, which is very exciting.
Yeah, you know, I'm really happy. I'm the only Puerto Rican on Netflix doing stand-up.
Wow.
And I feel like our island needs the morale boost right now.
Yeah.
We need to be celebrated because we're not trending anymore, but you know that the island is still in turmoil. I'm the third like Latin person that has been a Netflix original. It's like Fluffy, Cristela, and me. So I'm really proud of that. I
You
feel
should
like
be.
We need a voice. And
What is Tiffany's involvement? Tiffany Haddish's EP?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She was the executive producer, her and Wanda Sykes. But she handpicked us. Tiffany picked her favorite comedians. And, you know, she took a pay cut to give us a special.
What do you mean?
So they offered her money and she took a pay cut. She was like, I want to throw the rope to some people who I feel like deserve an opportunity and I think people should know. And she took a pay cut. And what I was going to say about that was that there are people who get millions of dollars on multi-millions of dollars on Netflix, and you never heard any of them do that. And she probably didn't get a fraction of what all those people got. And she took 6 people with her. So I think she's a hero.
So they gave her a deal instead of making it all about her.
She carved us into her deal.
Got it. And so it's who else is on
So
it?
Shantae Wayans,
Okay.
who's one of my good friends, and April Macy.
It's all women.
Flame Monroe. There's a transgender woman. There's a white woman. April Macy's and Tiffany and I are all we're really close. Shantae Wayans, Marlo Williams, and Tracy Ashley. So all women of color, minus one, all women, and all women with very unique stories.
Dope.
Yeah.
You're so funny.
So
I went to see Aida at what place was that where I took
at the
Selenis?
stand.
Took Selenis from Orange is the New Black. We went together and we just had cocktails and appetizers and we're cracking up in the corner, in our little corner the whole time. It was so good. You were so funny.
Thank you.
You're so like, you know when people are funny but they're not like yuck funny? Like you're a storyteller.
Yeah, I have. You know what? I'm not on all the time. Like when I was doing an interview today, people expect me to come in and be like, boom, boom.
Right.
You know, I can't stand talking to people like that. Even as a comedian, there are some comedians that I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to talk to them because we're gonna end up in a skit, right?
Right.
But you know, you grew up with a Puerto Rican grandmother.
Yeah.
Come on now, you ain't got nothing but jokes. There's no way out of that. That's the way you cope with with the drama and the trauma is through the jokes. So
good.
I've been doing it forever.
So is some of that going to be in the special? Or is this like all new stuff? Oh, some of it will be.
It's all new stuff.
Okay.
It's all new stuff. There are some jokes that I did before earlier in my career that I developed into an actual bit now.
Got it.
But most of it is new.
So are you getting feedback yet?
Oh, yeah. I've been getting some good. I got like celebrities sending me DMs that are like,
who's in your DM?
You. Like Jess Garcia just sent me.
Oh.
And I don't know. And she was like, we got to hug at some point. And I was like, I love her because I watch On the Block. But it's just very humbling to see Andrea Navedo, who was the mother on Jane the Virgin, who's also Puerto Rican. Lisa Vidal has really been very, Selenis has been very supportive. Gina Torres, like just the support has been unbelievable.
That's so great.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
When was the last time you've been to PR? Were you born and raised in PR?
No.
Or you born here, right? You're from here.
Yeah. I haven't been to Puerto Rico. It's been it's been some years. Because
Really?
even I was going to go after the hurricane, and then I couldn't go because I booked some work. I ended up sending 2 planes with stuff over there, but I wasn't able to go. But I am going to go to Puerto Rico before the year is over.
You need to.
I have to, yeah.
So I went because we were doing this thing with this school and bringing like solar panels and stuff.
I saw
and then
that.
we did the title.
You.
We did the title stuff. So we sent the planes over there. But I don't know. It just was one thing to go after the hurricanes was tough to see. I didn't go immediately after the hurricanes. It was like a while. It was a significant amount of time that when I went, I was floored by how much more was still to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
You know what it is that we live in this social media era that everything, when things stop trending, we think
people
it's
stop
over,
talking about it.
Right?
So true.
Like we stopped talking about the shootings because Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, right? But we still got to deal with those issues, right? And they don't go away because they stop trending.
You think he killed himself?
I think that there's a possibility he killed himself because by suggestion, like they probably were like, hey man, you do it or we do it. Which one you want? And you know what I mean? But I definitely think that something happened that it was weird. You know, the whole situation was weird. What I feel like is funny is like we're like, oh my God, he was a pedophile. And are we really surprised? I feel like, come on, man, let's just be real. Like that. We got to clean out. Like when Nutso said, let's drain the swamp, I was with him. I mean, let's drain the swamp. Let's start with you. Yeah. I don't even call him. I just call him Nutso.
You just call him Nutso. You don't even call him 45.
From Above the Rim. No, he is Nutso. Remember Nutso and Above the Rim?
I do. All right. So special comes out. Special comes out today.
Yes.
Netflix.
It's called She Ready. Tiffany Haddish presents.
Yes.
And I'm episode 3. So yeah.
Dude, how long have you known Tiffany? For a long time. I mean, we talked about that
before. I started
before.
doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Since the beginning of my career, she and I have been friends.
She's had an interesting run because she like came and then it was like at one moment and then I feel like she's had some trouble up there.
Right.
Because she got there so fast. Like people were super critical of her and critical of the special and but I think now she just has to keep going.
Well, she is. And you know what it is that you're right. Like they don't allow you an opportunity to transition. And, you know, that the machine is like, we want you, we want you, we want you, we want you. And the truth is that they hold her to a different standard. It's like Kamala Harris. Regardless of how problematic you think she is, they're always going to hold her to a higher standard because she's a woman of color. Tiffany is assuming a position that a lot of white men would love to have. And they're like, why her? Why her? So there's the constant pressure and scrutiny. She's not allowed to make the mistakes that other people are allowed to make. And that's why Dave Chappelle said, I'm out. And went and took his sabbatical and then came back and was like, I got to regain my power in this because the game can be really, really gritty. But, you know, she's busy. She's working so much. She doesn't.
She's got a movie every 5 seconds, I feel
and
like.
a TV show. She's hosting, you know, the funny, the kids say the darnest things. And she's really, really busy. So she's fine. She'll be fine.
No, she's totally fine.
No, I know. She's fine.
But it's been interesting to see with the next phase of her career, how she kind of, I love that she's doing that. I think that being EP and that special is really dope.
Yeah, it was super nice. She told me she was going to do it. The last time I was here, she had told me she was going to do it.
What do you mean?
Because when I came here, it was after the Essence thing because I went to Essence with her. And she said, when I get mine, this special, she was like, I'm producing y'all specials. And she actually did it. So many people have promised so many things.
I bet.
And she actually kept her word.
Amazing. All right. And so what else? So we got the special. You got some TV stuff in development, I heard.
I do. I'm developing a TV show right now based on my life. And it looks pretty good. I'm very excited about what's to come.
Good.
And, my grandmother is a character in there. We got to put you in there.
Please. I'm ready.
I need I need Puerto Ricans that are going to really like show out. Like I need that Puerto Rican energy.
Yes.
And I'm really excited about that. So
that's dope.
Yeah, we got that. And I'm touring. I know I'm going to Politicon this year. I've been doing a lot of political stuff.
I heard. So what is Politicon? I've never been. I don't know anything about it.
So it's like the Comic-Con of politics. And all of the political figures come out and they all do panels. They do debates. They have discussions. They do shows. I did it last year.
What did you do?
I did a few panels. I was kind of like a breakout because I did a panel with a woman who was a conservative, and I had one of those moments, that Puerto Rican moment where I was like, espérate, what did you just say? And then I just went in, and the video went viral. And it was a moment that was.
What did she say that pissed you off?
She said, if you are so anti-racism, why don't you go out and keep the black people from having so many abortions? And that triggered me. I went so in.
Why would she say that?
Because that's a talking point for conservatives, and they say they use the anti-abortion thing to support their racist agenda. Because they're like, well, black people are. Meanwhile, white women are having more abortions than anybody on the planet, but that's one of their talking points. And it's just so frustrating to sit and talk to people who feel so emboldened that they can say that to your face. And I was like, if you would have been on the block, you would have caught a fat one.
Dragged your ass. You would have dog walked you, like Cardi said.
That's on my bio. I've been dog walking hoes since the 90s.
I love that.
It's so funny.
Have you decided who you're supporting yet?
We were talking about that. I love Elizabeth Warren. I think she's like I think is the most proficient candidate. She's the most effective and has the best policies. But I don't know if she can beat, Nutso.
Right.
So I think that it's so, I don't know, because I like Kamala. I met Kamala. And when people say, well, her criminal justice policies, I'm like, they all have that.
They all have. You are very open. You told a lot about your family and your family history in your special.
Oh yeah.
Well, not just in the special. I haven't seen the special, but when I saw you do stand up.
Oh yeah, no, I do all the time.
And so you have a very interesting backstory that maybe you could share with people who don't know.
Oh yeah, I got kidnapped twice. My mother kidnapped me from my father, changed my name. He found me on Facebook. He didn't know where I was. He was looking for me. He got deported 3 times. He came back. I got kidnapped. How
does a parent?
Well, the majority of people who get kidnapped by the other parent. So, and my mom was one of those people. My mother was mad because he cheated on her, and she was like, "I'm out, and you'll never see her again." And she meant it. And he found me.
How did she do that?
We were in the Dominican Republic, and he couldn't come here because he was an illegal citizen, an illegal immigrant. So she came to America. My last name isn't Rodriguez. I said that here when I was last time. My last name is Paradas.
Yes.
And then my grandmother kidnapped me from my mom, because my mom was in the Bronx. She was dating a killer, a murderer, and she cut all my hair off and stole me and took me to Miami. And she had me in Miami.
Was your grandmother your mother's mother?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my abuela. Yeah, she was like, and my mom couldn't call the police because then my grandmother would have called the police on her for being with the killer.
Did you know the killer? Were you around the killer?
I was around the killer. He was really nice to me.
Where's the killer now?
He's dead.
Oh God.
He went to prison and he died. So when I tell the stories and people are like, how do you make a joke out of that? It's like that's how you cope with it.
Yeah.
You either are in a corner crying or you tell the jokes. Those are the reality of people, marginalized people of color. The dozens, when you got on dirty shoes and you poor, we make fun of that. That's how we cope with our pain.
Yeah, but that's a different type of struggle.
No, I know, but
that's not the common struggle to have kidnapped twice and then hair change, identity change.
Yeah, wait till girl. For my hour, I'm working on this joke about my grandmother's funeral. It took me like 3 years to be able to write the joke.
How long did you stay with your grandmother when she took you?
I was with her for like a year, and then the guy got arrested, and then my mom came home. But it was traumatic because I was without my mom for that time. And, you know, I wanted my mom.
Yeah.
It was my mom.
How's your relationship with her now?
We're good.
Yeah.
I just talked to her a little while ago. I'm a very forgiving person. You know, I can't live in that holding grudges. I adore my mother, and I also understand that my mother was very young when she had me. So she had her own trauma, and we, you know, my objective was to break the cycle with my daughter, you know, and we did, because I'm not a grandmother.
How old is she?
She's 23.
Okay, so far so good.
No, I would have been dog walking hoes in my house. They'd have been like, "What happened? My mom swung on me."
So we're gonna see all that when you make this show about your life?
Yeah,
wow.
Absolutely. You know, my grandmother's dead. My uncle got killed in a hate crime because he was gay, and you know, in our community, that's not accepted in many places.
Jesus.
And so,
how old was he?
He was 50, and he raised me. My company's name is Dancing with Raymond because it's named after him. So I honor them by keeping them alive through all the funny and all the funny that we use to cope to all the things that happen to us. So they live in, you know, and I keep them alive that way as opposed to, you know, grieving and mourning. I like to keep them alive in the jokes, and they're very present in the special. The special is about them.
The special too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, talk about them both.
I can't wait to see it.
You gotta see it. I think
so
it's
dope.
I'm so happy about it.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I hope this TV show that we see it soon. All right, so what do people need to know? Special, watch it right now.
It's streaming right now. Tweet about it, Instagram about it. Let people know you saw it. That's very important to us. We need it. And pay attention to what's going on because my announcement will probably come out soon, and just keep your eyes on. We're gonna be on tour. I know. I'm on the road right now, so Tiffany keeps us on the road.
So the relationship continues after this. It's not just this special. So Tiffany's involved in like putting a tour.
She wants to do. When I say Tiffany keeps me on the road, is that Tiffany is she and I are, we're very tight, and so for me it's like, no days off, no days off, no days off, no days off. So she's like, what you doing next? What you doing next? What you doing next? We don't sit around and just wait. Like, I've been on the road for months. The special dropped yesterday. Today I was on stage last night 3 times, and tonight I got a show.
You got to come to my barbecue too. Okay. If you're in town, August 25th in Brooklyn, we're doing I do my annual summer barbecue.
That.
It'll be really fun. If you're here, you should totally come.
Oh yeah, I'll come. But my birthday's on the 29th.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should come. Aida Rodriguez, everybody. Netflix special. Go watch it today. It's Power 105.1.